Appreciation Day. All right, Red.
Variety of looks today. He's going to have to be,
since he came back from injury,
all game long around who has the chalk last.
Back deep to receive. And
with this new look offensive line.
In the first, back in the 40s. And they're going to start on the ground in a sea of noise, and in a sea of red goes the running.
Try some sort of a run game.
And Garber steps up, and there's his tight end, Moliki Matavao, with Kemp has come into the game beside Garbers, and he's going to give it to Harden, who gets stuffed right in the middle. Jamari
out of the backfield, and then on the defensive side,
it was Matavao that went in motion. Garbers crossing over the middle. The other tight end, Bryce Pierre, is going to make this ball in third down situations. That's not what UCLA does. Garbers cuts it loose, and Sturdivant wins that battle with Jeremiah Charles. Berger has come into the game, and he's going to catch it out of the backfield, but he's tackled immediately by Deshaun Singleton. Berger got away from Robinson, but doesn't get away from John Bullock. Garbers, deep shot, Quasi Gilmer, and he's got it, and a first down. And they get him involved early. Now Keegan Jones sweeping around the edge, and he is going to pick up about 9 yards. Flag. Our referee today is Jerry McGinn.
In advance of the game, you're thinking, what are the big keys to the game?
On second down and 6 after the penalty. Harden gets it all back and more, and another UCLA first down. First down and goal. And Harden gets stuffed. And, you know, one of the stories of this game, Yogi, might be who takes advantage. They're down here.
Yeah, and a big part, I think.
Garbers with time. And tied up was Sturdivant. Covering him was Sierra.
Nice job by the transfer from you.
Third down. Pressure. And Garbers is just going to Salem Abdul-Wahab, the snapper. And that's a 14-play scoring drive to open the game for the Sweet. And catches that cleanly. And gets a good run. Takes a couple of pops and gets out. Stanford, Nebraska gets the ball. You know, we talk about Halloween. He told us, Dylan Raiola.
Come to Nebraska, and what's great about him is he just continues to just go to work.
Looking for Isaiah Nair.
Idea looks, as you see right here, standing up.
Raiola trying to make some magic. And he gets brought down.
Bruins.
Brian Bushini, the black shirt, the punter, sends it away to Logan Loya. And that
they want to try to force Garbers to hold on to the ball, so how do you do it?
So after a 14-play drive to open the game, second possession for the Bruins, and there's Titus Mokiala-Timalala.
He's got the explosive ability down the field, and I just think
a little banged up. Not sure that he'll get to go the full game today, but he's getting an opportunity here on the second drive as Harden is able to stumble.
So curious to watch here for Eric the enemy.
Garbers, good pocket, Harden the back. That's where the ball normally goes, right? Backs and
early drives in a game. What is Nebraska doing?
Pressure. Garbers heated up. Gets out. And Garbers is going to block. Is low again. And they get it off with 2 seconds. And there's Logan Loya, who gets swallowed up after a 2-yard pitch.
The scramble that we saw in the previous third down conversion.
That'll hand it off. Keegan Jones. Maybe a yard. Garbers.
And some of it has gone a little out.
That's 7. Pressure. Garbers. And there's Loya. He takes a big hit. And today, so far, UCLA is 4 of 5 on third down. Jalen Berger dragged down by Ty Robinson. After
catch Nebraska, there isn't much to that man coming off his best game. And in classic fashion, the first quarter flies by, brother.
And Keegan Jones trying to get him to the edge. And he's able to get there before Willis.
This defense has been close on third down.
Garbers with time. And Sturdivant. Flag.
Foul, face mask with targeting. Defense, number 2. The targeting aspect of the foul is under further review.
And to the officials, there's a lot to look at right now. You're looking at the catch. You're looking at the face mask. You're looking at targeting, all the things that they just referenced.
There is a foul for a face mask after the play. That penalty will be enforced. First down.
Nice job there by the crew to the bottom of the screen. They love finding him down here in the red zone.
We've got a stoppage on the field.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, how many times have we seen targeting rarely?
A little trick end around, and they throw it quickly to Berger, and he is in for UCLA. UCLA in this game so far. Wow. In this game, Pagani kicks that into the end zone, and Nebraska survives. Fourth offensive play of the game for Nebraska, and it's going to result in a for Dylan Raiola, who wants to throw on second down. And gets it away incomplete.
He and Jay Toia, I mean, they're just dominant. They
third down, pressure right up the gut, and Raiola throws it out of bounds.
On the field, screaming at his defense to get over to the sideline. I mean, UCLA did negative for UCLA.
Can Nebraska take advantage, a reprieve, as Dowdell picks up 1 yard. I mean, and he's good. What a catch!
And there it is, freshman to freshman, former roommates when they arrived. And this offense
plays on the further review. The ruin on the field stands. Reception, first down.
This game on Monday night, which is on the schedule. They hope to go there with a win in their back pocket. They get it to Barney again. And these two freshmen. The drive extended after a penalty by UCLA. Dowdell runs right into Carson Swessinger, who is the back. They give it to Dowdell. And Dowdell is able to get the first down on third and short and set up a first in percentage in the red zone. But they give it to Dowdell. And he keeps turning for the Husker touchdown.
6.
7. John Hole with the extra point. Joe, and that's what Nebraska did after the penalty. 6 plays and 60 yards. And so now UCLA's offense will come. Former Oregon running back who scored here. There's Harden with less than a yard. With his crowd back into it. And Garber's throwing over Quasi Gilmer's head. Here comes pressure. Midfield. Garber's looking over his shoulder, cutting it across the hash, and getting all UCLA. Pressure coming off the middle. And Garber's able to get out and get a couple.
6 quarters guy has really been playing his best football.
The dynamic back is Keegan Jones. Quick throw, and that's Mokiawa Timalala, and it'll bring up third down and short. They'll give it to Berger, and does he slide his way in? This is going to be really close. The mark looks
lineman in for UCLA. They have this package of
utilized place will go wild. Whistles before the play gets off. Whistle stop the play. And we'll take a 30-second.
Traditional personnel grouping. Not 2 extra offensive line.
First 100-yard rushing game of the season for UCLA. They're on 1 day. And he's got that one. So Nebraska holds UCLA. Then on top of it, there was an incredible game. And UCLA had a wild comeback in a moment.
The family earlier this week, they talked about the influence of not only Nebraska, but the community back at home of helping them.
Came out, flat, and they were down big at the half. But Jim Mora had brought in the Navy SEALs to work with his team in training camp prior to.
Now the tight ends coach was on that team, a teammate of Nick Pasquale. There's Raiola. That ball was deflected.
Going to also be the place when the Nebraska Alumni Association was having a watch party. They went in there to honor Nick and the Pasquale family with the jersey number 36 and the scholarship.
He said that he had talked to the team before the game about, hey, we need to get a ball in this game. Talk to his defense. We need a turnover. We need to get a ball so that we can have it.
That game at home at the Rose Bowl against Iowa as well.
This play blown up from the jump. And it's just a reminder, too, you think about the big as a kid, and then, of course, after his passing was on. Third down for the Bruins. Offenses have kind of stalled out. Flags down, and that stops the play.
So the rhythm that UCLA had.
Garbers with time. And behind his intended receiver, Mokia. Cody Richter to punt it away to Isaiah Garcia Castaneda. And he'll fair catch it. Subscribe right now at Big10Plus.com. First carry for Emmett Johnson, and that gets 3.
Other than the Indiana game where everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for them.
Out of the pistol, Emmett Johnson running downhill, and he's tackled right away. Jacob. Here comes pressure. Raiola is just going to get rid of it, and it's 4th for the game coming up for Brian Buschini. Reverses field, running all over, and gets it out.
Answer to the variety of looks the Bruin defense has given that front.
Garber's incomplete, looking for his running back. Flag is down.
I mean, every penalty for UCLA has been.
Garber's. Monteval sticks it right in his.
Other one looks like they're going to let it roll.
They have a couple of timeouts.
Trying to get one here.
Under 2 minutes, they've got 2 timeouts, and Garber's connects to Quasi Gilmer out to midfield of first down. MJ Sherman comes on pressure. He's picked up by Hart. Garber stumbles down. He's going to lose yardage.
Here we go.
Monteval, the tight end, he's going to get some of that yardage back. Pickup of 6.
Okay, so now you're managing the clock. If you're the enemy, I'm going to change the front and bring a little pressure.
Garber's pressured. Gets rid of it. He was brought down by Jamar. Garcia Castaneda back inside his 10-yard line. This is hang. And it's the second half. UCLA won the opening toss of this game, took the ball, drove the lead. They've got 2 timeouts. And Raiola had time until he didn't. Brought down by seconds remaining in the half. And then they'll hand it off to Ramir Johnson.
When it gets a little dark, victorious. Because Nebraska's got to find a way against this.
And Dylan's probably thinking, I need to get back to myself in the second half as well. The good news for Nebraska, they will get the ball first. And let's go down. And Raiola. Kane Medrano intercepts it. He only has Raiola to beat, and he does. Oh, you can hear a pin drop right now.
Well, the energy was.
And, one thing, Yogi, you asked a lot of these players about was how they maintain their energy and practice during the week, especially coming out of the bye. Raiola's going to hand it off to Ramir Johnson, who bursts forward and picks up about 4 yards. So much talk about Ohio State last night.
On that experience, said, okay, next play, next snap, let's run the ball again.
Johnson, a big run, and that's the first down.
Oh, for success.
Well, has his team heard this message? They're going to go back to the ground, and a strong run from Dowdell on first down, and let's go down.
Friday that their best path forward might be through the run, next to Raiola.
They'll give it to Dowdell, and he's got the first down.
Yeah, right, you're on it. I mean, they dropped back. There was nothing doing. There were people in
plays after the pick 6, make it 5 in a row. Back to Dowdell, and he's able to get a couple of yards where it looked like maybe there was nothing. Rhett?
Pawing back and forth at midfield with both coaching staffs. I think both
with nothing but losses. Here they are 5-3 for the 3rd week in a row, trying to get the bowl eligibility. Emmett Johnson brought down by. Let's get it done this week, and then next week, and then
that penalty-wise.
3rd down. Raiola pressured, looking, and it's caught.
Dylan Raiola one look pre-snap, and then as he's in his cage.
Low snap, but Raiola was able to handle it. Flush. Throws, incomplete to Nair. $1 million to advance student and community. So UCLA takes over, and Ethan Garbers gets sacked. Hart keeps his feet, and he's got a first down. How did he? 3rd down and 1. Play clock low. Deshaun Foster needs to use a timeout.
He's frustrated there, waiting where TJ Harden was. First down, UCLA. Now, first down is where UCLA has also had struggles when they've run this defense front's doing a nice job offensively.
Garbers, sideline, Gilmer, wide open, touchdown, Brook. 20-point lead for UCLA.
He's had a different offensive line in those recent games as well.
Helped generate about 5 yards of separation.
Raiola, and that's to Fedoni all over that. Was
to 10 Hoosiers.
But, they go to Taven Jackson last week, had the emotional.
They deserve all that credit going on the road.
Short yardage and a big run. from Dante Dowdell.
On that sideline, trying to be a little veteran-esque.
Judy remains in the game, and this gets stuffed by Devin Apue.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 10. It's his first of the game.
Raiola. Time. Open. Barney snags it!
Ball for a first down.
26-yard pickup. Raiola gets it to Fedoni, and Schlesinger rides it down. Let's look back at Raiola. Fade. Nayer, and he got it! Todd.
Close. Man-to-man coverage. You knew he was going there.
That play's been cleared, and Nebraska's not going away yet. And the skies are... and has responded. Keegan Jones on the return for UCLA, and he'll go down. The temperature dropping here in Lincoln as Garbers hands it off to Jalen Berger, who gets a big chunk. And let's go down for a...
Sean Foster, rather, speak to his team.
Good eye, Rep. Here's Berger, first down. The question is, can this black shirt defense get a stop?
Imagine they continue to keep it in the hands of that man.
That is incomplete. Looking for the first down for UCLA and into Nebraska territory.
This is all.
Garbers. And Berger just didn't get his head turned around in time. Yogi, you wonder, UCLA's offense is down one of its big playmakers
right now.
TJ Harden. And that's about a yard.
With the reads and get an extra hat, an extra body down.
Got it off. Garber steps up, but he can't connect to Gilmer. And
it was all over the route. And we are in 4 down.
So maybe trying to create a little more space. As you said, Yogi, take the intentional delay.
Offense. Yeah. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Richter blocked. Comes off spinning, but it takes a big UCLA bounce. For the 3rd week in a row, for the 2nd year in a row. Dylan Raiola stepping up. This was a big part of the game last week.
Trying to bring pressure from that line.
Start the half is off the field as well. It'll be Emmett Johnson. He's able to turn the corner and then gets sworn Ramon. A couple of tight ends in the game in short yardage, and Dowdell is able to get the first down.
Runs are the ones that have had the most success.
But Raiola gets it off. Schlesinger coming, bringing the pressure. Raiola chucks it down the field, and he gets ahead. 4th quarter coming up. Dylan Raiola, he's going to give it. Harvard wants to throw it back. Raiola setting it up. He lets it go complete. That is Jamal Banks. 2 tight ends in the game. Play action to Dowdell. And they give it to him out of the backfield, and he leaps over a defender and picks up.
The action game, just trying to clean up the picture.
Responded well. Now they're in the red zone on 2nd down. And Dowdell gets cut down by the man that had that pick six. Kane
has rallied together in a big way.
Dowdell, and he should have the first down.
But again, to this team, you throw a pick six, edge up.
Back to the ground, Dowdell, and he kind of crowd surfs forward to the couple of tight ends. They're going to the corner again. This time Banks was the intended target. Pressure. Raiola swarm. Raiola sees, and it's deflected and
I'd say find the ball to that freshman, the freshman.
And now
Thomas Fedoni, number 24. He is a red zone threat at tight end. He's a big body guy. But I would have some sort of motion, try to isolate
in the game. A lot of movement up front as Nebraska snaps it. Raiola goes down. 5. Flags down to start this UCLA drive. Nebraska just got stopped.
Raiola again.
TJ Harden with the carry. It felt like there were 15 players on the defense. Tacklers in the country and in the league.
So fired up, I think mostly because not only did Schlesinger make the sack, but did you see the play to get to Raiola? Blew up, the right came over. Then 2 guys came over. Then there was like all of a sudden 8 patient.
UCLA been really good on 3rd down. Garbers cuts that loose. MJ Sherman was all over. Away to Isaiah Garcia Castaneda. And Nebraska's going to have good field. And Oregon, UCLA also on the dial. Nebraska's offense takes over after the UCLA punt. Good starting field. 8-yard pickup for Barney. A 40-yard catch and a 27-yard catch. Raiola trying to load it up, was looking for him again, and now he's going to throw it away. Heinrich Harburg back into the game. They give this one up the middle to Dowdell, and it's a first down.
Okay, so now I think you got to get into a rhythm.
Offensive linemen for Nebraska are positioned to kind of determine, what the play ends up being. One of those tells
Yeah, I think every defense, right? You're looking for little things. There's the action, tackles are up.
Raiola completes, and that is Emmett Johnson, and it'll be Johnson breaks a tackle. Johnson spins forward, and he's got the first hit. Raiola, good pocket, and that's complete in air. Still on his feet, down inside the
Nebraska again inside the 10.
pressure. Raiola spins out of it, still looking, back zone, and nobody there.
That's the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Let's take a look at the
Raiola under center. He's going to give it to Lloyd, and that's going backwards. Oluwafemi Oladejo, therefore.
used to play inside backer. He's a dynamic athlete coming.
Raiola, Oladejo stepping up. Raiola, clear path down to the 3.
Okay, this was a full speed contact collision.
Raiola pops up. The very experienced Heinrich Harburg will have to come in for this play. So Malloy told us, I know the family. He goes way back with the family. He knows Dominic well. He said, this is a tough. 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends in the game. Harburg keeping it, trying to find his way, and another 4th down coming up. An epidemic for UCLA today. Sidvent
Of that ilk.
Dowdell maybe gets back the line of scrimmage instead of 4th down.
It continues to tick. And I don't know.
Something just happened to Dylan.
God, his grittiness is for the Sean Foster now guy. He had a moment to probably talk to his.
Harburg, pitch, Johnson cuts it out, and he gets stonewalled. Harburg gives it, flag down, but Dowdell in. Touchdown. And Holm misses the extra point.
I'd kick it deep.
And the pressure will be on UCLA. A fair catch made by Keegan.
Deshaun Foster to be disciplined. You can only imagine how frustrating dictate turns.
Garbers hands it off. TJ Harden, MJ Sherman. 2nd down. The question was, how do you call this offense if you're UCLA right now?
You got to keep the ball in the hands of your star quarterback and let him make this.
And the play clock is low as they get it off. Toss it to Berger. He cuts it up through a seam, and this is going to make it 3rd down.
3. I think an opportunity, 2 down.
They hurry up then. They give it to Berger, and he is short, and it's 4th down.
And it looks like they're going to send the punt team out. Part of you might be saying, well,
Away to Garcia Castaneda. And this sends Garcia Castaneda. Dylan Raiola still in the blue medical tent, and he's going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it, and Harburg gets a yard, maybe 2. They do get it off, and Harburg throws. That's Thomas Fedoni. The ball comes out, and it's incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8, and the veteran Harburg drops back, and he's pressured, and he will step out. And he
packed, right? The fastest defenders on their roster are on the field.
Play clock was really low, and so a timeout is taken by Nebraska. 30-second break for
Working the middle of the field right now.
Harburg. Toye in his face, and he finds Nair, and Nebraska. Harburg to the sideline, incomplete. 1:35 stops the clock. He is part of a 2 QB package this year with Dylan Raiola. Now he sets up, and then he's off the hands of Jamal
Banks. Would have been an incredible catch, but an opportunity there.
4-man pressure. Harburg. He can run. He brings it down, and
Nebraska had a chance.
To further review, the
actual
rolling on
live
the field
shot.
stands. First down.
No timeouts.
Harburg over the middle, and it's broken up. That's Kalen for Nebraska. Here comes pressure. Harburg gets it out quick to Fedoni, and the UCLA defense keeps him in bounds.
With his QB.
On 3rd down, he gives it. And that'll temporarily stop the clock on the 1st down from Emmett Johnson. 3-man rush. Harburg out quick. Fedoni, and the clock.
offense, number 24. The player was covered up. The 5-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage.
To back off
That's
at
right.
the top. All right, so after the penalty, it's 2nd and 15. Harburg has Barty, and then he does it. Closing quickly.
On the road for the 2nd straight time in one of the most challenging places in America.
Be able to figure this out. They've now won back-to-back.
I just love the embrace. Matt Rule was a graduate.